Here are my top 10 books in no particular order. Let's start with the basics. Think and Grow Rich, Fundamental. So many books just repeat what this book has to offer, which is totally fine because successful people master the basics. The basics and are reminded with the basics and start with a beginner's mind. If you're always looking for the novelty, that's an issue because your brain is actually wired for novelty, but it will not make you successful. Number 2, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. So, Think and Grow Rich is by Napoleon Hill, if you didn't know that. Old book. He researched the wealthy people and condensed that information. Those 15 chapters, the table of contents, I have that book memorized. You could ask me anytime. Test me, 1 through 15. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. There are habit books, but then there is forming habits at the subconscious and unconscious level is what you're really trying to do. And that book breaks it down at the atomic level. You'll want to read that book. Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. 22 chapters of Sell or Be Sold. Amazing book. Chapter 21, social media. Boost sales. A lot of executives buy from social media. Bet you didn't know that. That book, the 22 chapters, also have those table of contents memorized. Sell or Be Sold. Sales. Transfer of belief. You need it. Everyone needs it. Are you not married? Learn sales. How to Win Friends and Influence People. And then if you want to get more advanced, I didn't include it, Little Black Book of Connections. Then there's also How to Work a Room. But How to Win Friends and Influence People is the foundation of business. You are in the people business, which is actually 6, 7, 8, 9, chapter 9 of Sell or Be Sold. You are in the people business. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. If you have not read that book, you have a huge gap. 5, 10x is better than 2x. Dan Sullivan. Completely shift your thinking. Completely shift your thinking. To break that down, 2x is just you doing double of what you already know, but now you're going to burn out. If you're burnt out, you're not applying that book. 6, Moonwalking with Einstein. Completely shifted my memory. My brain is very different now thanks to that book. That book breaks down the history of memory and the secrets of memory champions and tournaments. 7, $100 million offers. Do you want to make offers so good people feel stupid saying no? Do you want an easy plug and play formula that makes creating offers just amazing? Do you want to increase your prices? Read that book. Another book on top of that I did not include, Confessions of a Pricing Man. 8, Power versus Force. Do you want to understand consciousness at a different level? Do you understand what actually makes a genius? Read that book. Hyper Focus by Christopher Bailey. Amazing book. Do you want to understand the neuroscience of focus? Do you multitask so much? Do you feel burnt out, like you're doing all these different things at once, and then at the end of the day, you feel like you weren't productive? Read that book. Last one, Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph Nguyen. Amazing book. Very short, over 10,000 reviews. This book will help you kill procrastination, overthinking, and make just life better. Make life better. So that's into my top 10 books, and let me go ahead and break down in the next video how I easily read 7 books in 6 weeks, which I'm doing right now actually.